Recording in progress.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Language Arts Workshop Communication Arts Podcast, Lost Cap, bringing ideas to life. My name is Miss Su, speaking to you from Penang, Malaysia. And in case this is your first show that you see me and my face, I am teaching communication, English communication arts. By communication arts, I mean arts of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And playing, we play a lot here. So everything is art to me because I love it. Because I believe that arts make us smart. When we are learning a language, we don't just learn for exam, we learn for good, for life. Today, we want to know more about Carine before we get on with our podcast topic. Carine, tell us about yourself, please.
Okay, I'm from Sandakan, Sabah. I have come to law like almost 3 years already. Yeah.
You survived the training. If you can go through 3 years, you'll be okay. What do people speak there and how often can you use English there? That's all we want to know. Go ahead.
Usually, most of the people speak Malay because like there's a lot of Malay. Chinese speak Chinese. So like usually we can't really speak English except like you have some of your friends that is not really good in Chinese and then like you are used to speak English to them.
So it's very hard to find someone to speak English to, right? Right?
Yeah, I can say like that.
Okay.
Before I came to language art workshops, I usually use Chinese to translate to English.
Okay.
But I now is quite good, better than before. Yeah.
You don't think too long to reply to people,
Yeah.
right? Zun Sheng been here since 6 years old. Ian, how about you?
Most of time I use Chinese to speak to other people, even like stranger.
Yeah, you see, Carine, it's not just in Sandakan, you use Chinese and all that because it's your mother tongue here. Okay, anyway, let's touch on the brainstorming again, that the podcast can help us with brainstorming skills.
Discussion.
Yes, during our discussion, actually our brain is actually do processing and thinking what can we do with what we have just said. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are questioning and answering right now to each other. So Q&A is actually part of brainstorming too. Okay. Since Carine mentioning about Q&A, which one you think is more important? Asking question or answering to question is more important?
I think.
Okay, you go first.
I think answering to question.
I also think it's answering.
Okay, Carine? Questioning or answering?
I think both.
I would agree with Carine actually. If you listen very carefully to the question, you may be able to continue on conversation. No matter how lousy the question is, you listen carefully, you will understand the person, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Answering is more important? How about you?
I think 50 and 50.
50-50. Carine?
50-50.
Yeah, for me, I would go for both to 50-50. Nothing more, nothing less. Because as a speaker or interviewer or the host, talk show host like this, you have to form question very quickly in your head while listening and processing what you mean, what he means, before we come up with the next question. And we have to keep the story go on smoothly. You see how a podcast production help us with the communication skills.
I feel normal. It's a normal conversation, just chit chat and
Yes.
relax.
Yes, podcast is supposed to be like that. I relied on Carine screen share right there. By looking at those words, I already know what to say and feel fun because it's just like a casual chit chat session, right?
Yeah.
Good, Zun Sheng. How about you?
I think it's quite fun compared to the podcast I do because it's quite serious.
You sounded too
Yeah.
serious. You make it serious.
Yeah,
Look at me. Do I make it serious? It is serious, a serious production, but I make it so casual.
yeah. So the podcast I do before is quite serious, and I think I need to improve about that.
Okay, your turn, Carine.
Okay, I'm a bit scared for today's podcast because Misu keep asking me to be the first one to reply her question.
First or last doesn't matter, okay? Eventually you will get to talk anyway. Anyway, do you feel fun doing a podcast like this?
Yes, because it's not really serious.
It is serious. I've been
Really,
saying it is
more
serious.
fun.
It is serious, I can tell you this.
More
Okay.
But like more like Lian say like more like conversation.
How many like you have to say here? Like Lian said, that like is good. Not the following like. Okay, audience, if you are listening in until now, I think you did a pretty good job and I'm sure you're enjoying our chit chat session here. It is actually a very serious training, but I don't make it so serious because I want you guys to enjoy how to use English. One more thing about how podcasts help us with language learning. I forgot to share my part. I think I spot a lot of your bad habits when you speak. Like, me too. I have that feelings like, sometimes we are thinking, I try to cut that a lot and I tend to use the word a lot. And by editing my own podcast, I can spot my bad habit. Carine, cut like. It has been a very fun session today. You said it's not serious. I object. It is a serious training, but I just don't make it serious. So thank you so much for being on the show with me. And Carine, I feel that you have the potential to be a very charming podcaster because you smile when you talk. You sound happy, right? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carine sound very happy. You need to smile more then. Yes. Yes. Okay. As for Lian, I have to make sure she does a video podcast because she has a very bad posture most of the time. Agree?
Yeah.
So by doing a podcast, we correct out a lot of bad habits.
Aw.
Thank you so much for sharing, everybody. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Cut.